This week is a great day to watch some horror. If you haven't already heard, my own film is on TUBITV, and I am so excited that it is. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Carshénah with versefilmsproductions, and I've got a great review for you today. So let's go ahead and get started. My own film is free to stream, so go ahead and pop over to TUBITV.com and type in The Black String, and you can find our film there, and I cannot wait. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and do a rundown of The Black String for this week's horror film review.
Are you sitting at home, all alone? Meet somebody tonight.
Hello, what do you want to do?
1, it seduces you.
Do you do this a lot? Call that number.
This was my first time.
Say, I want this to happen.
I want this to happen.
2, it infects you.
Don't you think this rash is pretty bad to get after like 12 hours?
We will not know anything until the lab results come back in.
3, it consumes you.
What do you think it is?
Poison.
This is worse than poison. But there are evil forces out there. Forces sent to kill you.
Once it takes hold,
You think I'm crazy?
You've been missing for 3 days.
it won't let go.
Time is not on your side.
How do we stop this?
Frankie Muniz, Chelsea Edmondson, Blake Webb, Cullen Douglas.
Jonathan, if you could see the doors we've opened.
The Black String.
All right, so here we go. After hooking up with the woman on a random 900 line, which, you know, brings back the 80s, I think, or the 90s, which doesn't exist, which should have been your first clue. But anyway, after hooking up with the woman that he meets, he's an awkward guy. He's at a dead end job. And so he figures, hey, why not? It's all good. He hooks up with her. Things start to happen to him and he starts to break down mentally, and this is what The Black String is all about. Now, it's falling into something weird and menacing, and he's declining really fast. Like, it's sort of upbeat in the beginning and then it declines really, really fast. It's a forward look into a side of mental breakdown and the horrors that come with it, where you are encircled by, you know, people in your family, your group of friends, and they look at you like, hey, this is my perception of you, that's not right, versus you looking on the outside of yourself saying, hey, no, this is right, this is happening right now, and you need to believe me. Like, no one is gonna believe that this geeky guy is hooking up with this hot girl. Like, no one. It's like saying Screech hooking up with Pamela Anderson. Not gonna happen, but it happened in this film, and it was actually pretty funny to watch. Now, as this goes on, you start seeing some creepy elements, some creepy characters, but none of them are fleshed out enough so you have a deep dive into their character analysis. So you see some characters and you're like, oh yeah, you're gonna be a bad guy, but then it's like, but why did I come to that conclusion? Because you're all dressed in black? Or because, like, you slammed the door in my face? It just seems like it's just creepy. The music and the pacing of this film is right on par with someone's descent into a mental breakdown. Now, the cinematography is shot very well, so kudos to you, John Orphan. The cinematography has that look and feel of someone's brain that is right along with the normal fringe, I should say, of society, and then all of a sudden it starts getting darker and starts getting grittier and starts getting muddled, and you actually get to see that in the film quality and with the editing as well. And the music is good with it. The music gives it sort of that pacing, you know, it's not too much of the jump scares, it's not so much as, ooh, I've got scary music, let me insert that in here, but it goes along with the character and it goes along with how he feels about what's happening to him. And of course he's got this like blackness that's covering him. And it's just really funny. Like, you know there's something on the other side, but it doesn't quite flesh that out. And that's a problem in this film, because I want to know, like, you hear about the witches, you see the imagery of the witches, but then, like, you are not told about the witches. Like, so I'm like, well, I want to know. So it keeps you guessing. It keeps you looking into what is real, what's going on, you know, how long has their coven been here, you know, that type deal. And you only get like one sort of history lesson that's kind of a joke of a self-help book that turns into like how to defeat your witches in your life, sort of a self-help guide for that. So I thought that was very, very funny. And then turn it into a how to defeat witches. Here's your 101 guide for that. But it's a clever dig at the self-help books, and I thought that was very clever. Now, this film is a welcome respite from horror films, like from your slashers, your gores, your all of that monster films. Although this does have a monster at the end, but it's at the very end. It's nothing like, ooh, I'm coming to get you after each scene. It's like at the very end to find out, was it real or was it not? The final act was well done and perhaps a little muddled towards the end, and I'm not gonna spoil it for you. I'm not gonna give it away. I didn't think it was believable. I mean, I was actually in the film during the ending of this, and I was like, I don't know if this would have happened, but okay, I'm cashing my check tomorrow. So, you know, I don't know if that would have happened, but I am pleasantly surprised at how they did tie it in, which could have opened the door for a franchise of sorts or a sequel or something to go along with this film. So check it out. And again, I'm not going to spoil it for you. You are going to have to find out what I'm talking about. This film is a welcome respite from some of the most recent horror films that are out there. I mean, that are trying too hard. They're trying to win a gold medal for suspense and jump scares and monsters and gore. I mean, this one doesn't give you all of that. I mean, this is a descent into someone's mental breakdown that follows the same path of the occult with some imagery that you don't know what's real and what's not. I mean, it's a worthy entry into the genre. So, I mean, as a psychological horror film, which is one of my specialties that we do here for my production company, we do a lot of psychological horror, and this is right up our alley. And this is a good one to watch. And Muniz is excellent. Mwah! Kudos to you, Frankie. You are excellent in this role. I know a lot of people pit him in because of what they know him from, you know, and from his youth, from Malcolm in the Middle, and they can't really see him doing this, but he pulls it off brilliantly. And I mean, you look at him and you go, oh, I forgot that he was even in a child, you know, TV series. But you know, you look at this film and you go, yeah, you're crazy, Frankie. And I think Hollywood made you crazier with this film. And it was actually pleasant to watch his acting skills there. The Black Strain stars Frankie Muniz, known from Malcolm in the Middle, Agent Coney Banks, as well as Big Fat Liar. He plays Jonathan. We also have Blake Webb, who plays Eric. Chelsea Edmondson as Dina. She is known for Army of Darkness, as well as Roswell, New Mexico. Cullen Douglas, he plays the Man in Black. He's known for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Twin Peaks, and Charmed, of course. We also have Alexander Ward, who plays the entity in the film. He's known for Sleepy Hollow, Vampire the Masquerade, LA by Night, and Westward. Myself, of course, Carshénah Jefferson, known for the TV series 24, Shameless, The Red Shirt Diaries, The Dead of Night, and the Watch Me trilogy, and a whole host of others in this film that I'm just so excited to have been a part of it. Now, this was written by Brian Hansen, Richard Hanley, and Andy Warner, directed by Brian Hansen, who currently is directing The Bunker, starring Tobin Bell and Tony Todd. That is right. I cannot wait. So this actually, for this independent film, this actually lays it all out, and it's quite done beautifully, and it's original. And I'm all about the original film. So kudos to the writers for this. So go ahead and check out The Black String that is streaming right now on TUBITV. It is for free. That is right, it is for free. So check it out and drop a comment and let me know how I did. I played the stoic nurse and I had so much fun. And like I said, I survived a horror film. Let me know how I did. I mean, hello, I've got a fan base and I know you're out there. And I'm so excited for that. So maybe if part 2 rolls around, you might see me and I might be able to give you some inside track. So make sure that you check out The Black String on TUBITV, and kudos to the cast and crew. Mwah! Here's looking at you. Thanks everyone for watching this review of my own movie, The Black String. So go ahead, go check it out. Leave a comment down below and let me know how I did. I'm Carshénah with Verse Films Productions, and I hope to see you at the next one. Take care.